Hey there, my name's Elizabeth. I'm the owner of Snowmad Digital, and today I wanted to talk about my hosting plan, my partnership with Kinsta, and what you can and cannot expect from hosting with me for your WordPress website. And I wanted to create this video just to clear up some things because a lot of people, understandably, don't really understand what hosting is, how it impacts SEO, and really what to expect from it. So, you can read everything on this page, on my web hosting page on my website, and a lot of this might just be going over your head as far as Nginx and PHP and some of these words that you might be looking at and going, okay, so why does this really matter to me? So I'm going to break this down for you. Web hosting impacts your SEO because the servers that you are on will either make your website faster or slower. The caching that you have on your hosting will make your website faster or slower. If your website goes down and you don't have access to talk to someone immediately and fix it, you're losing money. That's the main thing. So the reason I started offering hosting is because I'd build a website and I'd pass it off to a hosting provider, and then all of a sudden, they're adding these plugins and they're adding other things to the website that make things go buggy, make things show up funny, and the website wasn't loading as quickly as it was before. And of course, who does the client come to? They come to me because I'm the point of contact, right? And of course, the client, you might not know any different. You might not know the difference in a web designer and a web host. And why should you? That's not your job. So what I really wanted to do was create a simplified, seamless process for my clients that I work with more on like a day-to-day or month-to-month or year-to-year basis. So I created my hosting for clients that want to have me as the point of contact for their hosting. So let me talk a little bit about what and how hosting can and cannot impact your SEO. So what hosting can do is, you get a high performance CDN, which means it speeds up your website content. Also use Cloudflare, which is really great for site speed. It's great for security. Um, I perform backups on the website daily, so you get a backup every single day. So if you're in there and you're poking around and editing something and you mess something up, you just click one button. And the other thing is also that's really important is transparency. So a lot of times a hosting provider, you reach out to them and you need to do something on your website or your website goes down and you actually don't have access to your hosting dashboard. And I really feel and I felt, and that's why I started this as a business owner, you should have access to every point. You need access to your domain, your hosting, your website. You need access to all of that. If the person you're working with dies or all of a sudden they want to seek out vengeance or do something awful, God forbid, you want to make sure you have access to all those things so that if the worst happens, you're prepared for it and you can take care of it. So, kind of going back to hosting from an SEO standpoint, it's really speed and security. So, what you can expect is you can expect it to speed up your website, which is going to create a better user experience because the website's going to load, boom, people are already scrolling down, they're looking at the content on your website, they're moving through different pages of the website. So, then Google is looking at that and saying, okay, this is a great website. We want to display it higher in the search results because people are really resonating with how fast it loads and the content. And of course, the content is not hosting related. That's more of an Elizabeth doing a website design and content situation. Here's what hosting cannot, and then I guess one more thing that hosting can do. You can use it to you can use it for edge caching. You can use it to minify JavaScript, CSS. These are all things that speed up the website. You just kind of have to be really careful with playing around with some of those tools because on some websites it might display things funny and on other websites it might not. So these are all things that you have to kind of, when I say you, I mean me, that I have to go in and optimize for each individual website. And I also include SEO plugins with my hosting because most people that are hosting with me, they want to have a really good SEO foundation. So I make sure that you have auto image attributes. I put in a plugin called Perf Matters, Rank Math, and a few other ones that are really, really helpful with your SEO and just making sure that you have optimized images, optimized file size, auto image attributes, title, meta, sitemap, all that fun stuff. It kind of goes hand in hand with a lot of the stuff that I do when I'm rebuilding a website as well. I would say 100% of the people that are on my hosting plan have either built their website or rebuilt their website, and we work together kind of in that capacity. Here's what hosting cannot do. It cannot automatically like rank you higher for a keyword or a phrase on Google, it's not going to catapult you to number one for, wedding venues in Dallas. That actually takes SEO work as far as writing content and backlinks, on page SEO, off page SEO. So I just want to kind of put that out there to maintain client expectations. And really, when it comes to hosting, my hosting right now, it costs $410 a year. It's like $36 a month. You can find comparable prices to that. Um, but really, what my hosting is for is for clients that want to work with me, and I'm already doing SEO for them, or I've built their website, or they want me to be the point of contact because they trust me and they've worked with me before. And B, it's for people that really care more about paying a couple extra dollars a month to have really top site performance and site speed and support versus having to wait to talk to someone that's either not a human and they're a robot, and you're just getting an automated message that say your site goes down, or God forbid your site gets hacked or something. That's never happened to any of my clients, but you never know. Or talking to someone halfway across the world and they're taking 100 years to reply. So really, my hosting plan is for you if you really care about like transparency, if you care about site speed, and if you want to work with me specifically because we've worked together in the past and you trust working with me and you just don't want to have to go through like another provider. And if you want access to your hosting dashboard, like I said, in case the worst case scenario happens, I'm not around, I'm on a vacation, or I'm not at my computer for a little bit, and something happens on your website. No website is 100% perfect. Things go down, plugins break things. No person can honestly guarantee like 100% perfection. It's just not realistic. And when those things do happen, even though they're rare, you should be able to have the capacity to be able to go in and fix that yourself. I'm around 99% of the time, but in that 1% that I'm not there, I want my clients to be able to have that access to be able to go in and do that. So if you have other questions about hosting or just kind of how it impacts your website, or if it's worth investing in hosting or not, it's a pretty small investment. But you can always reach out to me. I have my web hosting page right here on my website. You can read through all that stuff if you want to nerd out. Otherwise, I hope you have a great day and hope you found this video informative. Thanks.